Yeah, I'm really happy with the way it turned out. It was a labor of love. Obviously, it became a big passion for me to tell this story, and in a sense, a justification for my insanity at the same time. But you know, when we first started this collecting business with the electric bass, you know, I realized that as I was looking for information on the history of the instrument, and there was really no beautiful book that showed how fantastic these bits of mid-century, you know, art are, really. I mean, they are instruments, but yet in another way they're fine examples of what was going on in the 50s and 60s in terms of sort of commercial art.
It's a shame.
Geddy! Yeah! Geddy! Show me the autograph before you head out. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Are you Matt?
I am.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What was the last Rush show you went to?
The last one, R40.
R40?
Yep.
Was it in Phoenix?
Yep. Second to last one.
Second to last
Yep.
show. Any thoughts on that compared, I mean, with 4 years that have gone by?
I still watch it on TV, you know, the documentaries and everything, and it was the best. They're the best.
A fan forever.
I've been a fan since like 1990, so.
Could I ask you, perhaps, before you guys leave, could you show me the autograph?
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be awesome. Thank you. I'm just trying to shout out. So, Kathy and Haley.
Hallie, yeah.
Callie?
Hallie.
Callie.
Yep, that's my daughter.
Hey, when was the last Rush show you saw?
I saw Phoenix, Vegas, and the very last show on the R40 tour.
At the Forum.
Yep.
August 1st.
Yep.
Did you have a chance to go to? No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was
It
amazing.
was very exciting, though.
It was amazing. Yeah, I took my daughter. We saw the show in Phoenix. I actually met him in Vegas. I did their tour manager, Meg. I donated to their charity, so we got to go to the sound check, and it was very cool.
Very nice.
We met Geddy like actually just backstage in the hallway.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Maybe as a parting goodbye, could you just put that ring into the camera lens?
Sure.
Show me the autograph? I'm sorry.
Sure.
That would be awesome. I've been asking folks that have been coming out to just to see the sign page. To Douglas. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Could you guys tell me when the last show you saw was?
The last show was in Denver, the last tour.
On the R40 tour.
The 42. So we traveled from Brazil to see that tour. So we saw Kansas City and Denver because it was one next to other. So and then I flew other two times to close to Washington, and then both in Newark and New York City.
So you fly over to the East Coast?
Yes, I flew over the East Coast from Brazil. So
Yeah, by that time.
by that time we were living in Brazil. Now we just drove from California, so that was easy.
Thank you for driving out that far. To Ben. That's fantastic. That was awesome. Turn up the music and smile. That was nice that he personalized like that. That's very cool. Come this way. Hi.
That was awesome.
I know. He was so cool.
He was awesome.
Could I ask, could you show me the autographs?
Yeah.
Thank you for that. What are you from? To Karen Roll the Bones. I'm the super fan who was in mine.
Oh, awesome.
My book's in the trunk. And I shoot a lot of interviews. Howdy.
Hello,
Can I
hello.
ask, would it be okay if you show me the autographs in your books?
Sure.
That's an easy name to remember. That's my name as well. Hey, tell me this. What's it like seeing him? I mean, it's been 4 years since the R40 tour.
It's nice just to see him in person. I've been seeing him in concert since 1981.
Yeah, me too. Me too, man. I was a sophomore in high school in '81.
Yeah, same here. Signals.
For me, it was Moving Pictures in '81.
Oh no, it was 82 then because I missed moving pictures.
That would have been Signals. So.
My mom wouldn't let me go to that one.
Right on.
Cool to you.
Sure, absolutely. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. We've just been doing interviews with people at the store. Oh, cool. All right. To Eric.
Hi,
a little bit about.
Hi, Eric. That's the beauty of it. You know what?
Tell me a little bit about your last show. In addition to whatever you were just about to say, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, are you talking about the R40?
Did you go on the R40?
I went to the Vegas and the Phoenix show. I wanted to go to the California. I couldn't make it though. But man, if they were going to go out, that was the way to go out. They just ended, and everybody left with the memories. But I'll tell you what. And then the shirt, I of course, I got tongue-tied. Sitting there trying to talk to you. I'm just like, all these years I've been, but he was like, hey, I like your shirt. And I was like, oh, I love this logo. And he goes, well, thanks for wearing it. And I was like, all right, that's good enough for me. Yeah. Like I said.
I was nervous. And all I really had time to say was thank you. And it was over.
First thing I said was thanks for all the happy times you gave me and everything. And then I had gone to the Hall of Fame show in LA. And I was up in the nosebleeds.
And I watched that ceremony.
And I told him, I said, that was one of the most memorable experiences of my life. That crowd was like in unison. It was like being a part of that was like, you've got to be kidding me. It was so unscripted. That was the beauty of it. It's just nobody could control themselves. When they said, now this next band comes from Canada, and it was just like, oh!
It was just like how you see it on YouTube.
Exploded. Yeah, it was all emotions. It wasn't like a few people like really going nuts. Everybody just lost control. That's what I told him. I said it was most memorable. Whether or not he heard me say that or not, I think I got it well pronunciated. I think it came out. But yeah, I just wanted to let him know thanks, and you know what? Those are the memories right there that are priceless.
Cool. That must have been awesome. That was at Nokia Theater in Los Angeles?
Nokia, yep, right by the Staples Center, and my girlfriend at the time got me tickets there, so unfortunately that didn't work out, but I have that memory, and she'll always be in my heart for that.
Exactly.
But yeah, that was one of the greatest things, is being able to go out and talk to them, tell him that I was at that, like I said. But the fact that he appreciates even something simple as wearing a shirt, that was just like, yeah, because I just picked it up, yeah.
So you got a kind of a mini thumbs up about that?
Pretty much. And, well, I got a fist bump out of it, that's for sure. So yeah, that's real nice. So like I said, it went by like that, but I'm sure once I get home tonight and I start looking over my photos, I'll realize just how much fun it was. So
thank you for that story.
Hey, you're welcome, man.
Please follow the blue lines on the ground.
To Michael, huh?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a chance to see Rush?
No, not live.
I have. Yeah, my husband and I went, like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, the last time they were here in town. So yeah. Yeah, that was it. That was it.
2015.
Oh wow, time flies, right?
A whopping 4 years.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It was an awesome show.
Is there anything?
What's up, Mr. Craig? How are you doing?
Hi.
Would it be okay if I asked you to see the autograph? Sure. The Cornwall. So I've run into a lot of folks who are aware of your upcoming show.
Oh, really?
That they saw you in Tucson?
Yeah, that was our first. Oh, Lisa! Oh my God!
People that show up that know you.
How are you?
Oh my God!
Hey,
I'm fine.
yeah.
Oh my God!
How are you doing? Good to see you. So we just got to see him.
We're about
That was fun. Cool. How fun.
What's up with you guys lately?
We're starting it back up again slowly, so kind of watch for it, and we'll be doing something in 2020. Cool. Cool. Good to see you. Yeah, hell yeah. All right, enjoy tonight. He was really cool. So I asked him. I go, Pete Rose, Hall of Fame, yes or no? Just because baseball, different. Nay. And I'm like, really? He's kind of my childhood hero. So he's a dick. That was his exact words. I was like, whoa.
You were able to draw him out of that regular stuff.
Well, and what was I going to say? Like, base, blah, 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 so that was fun. So, but we were lucky and we saw a lot of really cool things along the way. We just have to remember that. Right, just weird stuff like that.
We never planned.
Or we went and gave shirts to Jack Secret, gave him tour shirt, free will shirts, and they gave to the, just weird stuff like that. Patrick being really cool to us along the way.
Going to so many shows
Peggy,
to increase our chances to get the shirt that we catch in the audience.
Yeah, Peggy helping us out, getting tickets and such. Yeah, just great stuff.
When was your first Rush show?
My first Rush show was off the Presto tour in 1990. I received for Christmas the Power Windows CD, and I really liked Rush a lot, but they weren't my favorite band. And when I saw them, Presto, Rochester, New York, 1990, I said they're my favorite band. So I've seen them 22 times since.
How about your last show?
The last show was R40 right here in Phoenix.
Phoenix show.
Yep, the Phoenix show, and I've been in the front row 3 times. The Counterparts tour in 1994. It's surreal because they're so close, and you don't know what to look at or who to look at because you're basically doing this. Do I watch Neil's drum solo? Do I watch Geddy play the keyboard and do 80 different other things?
I know what part's coming up next. I need to watch out.
Exactly. And Alex is doing goofy stuff right here. So it's really crazy. And there were times when they looked directly at me, and I'm singing the song, and I wanted to reach out and give them a high five, or run and hide because they looked at me. So yeah, and I'm Jeff Mitchell, Phoenix, Arizona, 22 shows. That totally makes it. Hey, how's it going, Reva?
Well, how do you think it's going?
Oh my God, yeah, I know.
How you think?
I think it's going fair to Midland, right?
Yeah, I told James I couldn't fly to Wyoming till tomorrow because I was meeting Geddy Lee.
Right.
And he moved at my flight.
Right. That's awesome, man.
Now that's a good boyfriend, right?
Yeah, we were talking about like a week before saying, oh, when's he going to come to Phoenix? He's just not.
And I told you about the book because I saw the movie.
Right.
And I said I want to go get the book.
Yeah. I didn't know what to wear. I was like, it's Geddy, because I couldn't pick a Rush shirt. I couldn't decide.
You couldn't decide?
I could have said, I'll wear a blazer, Yeah.
Is that an original Presto shirt?
Yes. I couldn't fit it anymore, so she good, thank God.
Show me the autograph.
Yeah.
Paul.
Are those all bases?
It was Grace Under Pressure.
Where would that have been?
Veterans Memorial Coliseum. So.
Here in Phoenix.
Yes.
I was in.
Well, my brother was the one that got me interested. I was like 6. And, Zeppelin, he played everybody else. And I'm like, you know what? I like those Rush guys. Whenever he put that record on.
Have a good night, man.
Yeah.
It was awesome, wasn't it?
Yes.
Could you show me the autographs?
Oh, of course.
That would be awesome. All 3 of them, that would be awesome.
Oh, that would be
Thank you, Brad. I appreciate that.
Pleasure. It was amazing. He's such a nice
Big deal today. Bucket list type stuff crossed off.
Bucket list seeing him.
Bucket list. Passing along a message, man.
Yeah.
It's cool.
When was your last Rush show?
Well, I moved from Philly 4 years ago, so I saw Camden. God, dates are. I'm a little shook up right now.
I know.
But yeah, Camden, New Jersey.
I was nervous too.
BB&T Center, Camden, New Jersey.
Clockwork Angels or R40?
No, that was Clockwork.
2013.
I missed R40.
No. You got the book and you got to see him.
I got it. That's all that matters. I'm good.
Thank you very much for coming today.
Thank you, sir. Have a great
Thank you, sir. Glenn, when was your last rush show?
Here in Phoenix on the 40th anniversary
on the
tour.
R40 tour?
Yeah.
And so let me ask you just a follow-up question. Sure. It's been 4 years. How do you deal with that?
It's tough. It is. I asked him if he was working on his follow-up to My Favorite Headache, and he just laughed and said, "You never know." So if that's all I can get, then I'll take it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
What's up?
Hey, to Austin. Yeah, Austin's my son. It's a gift for him.
Right on. Hey, let me ask, when was your last show?
R40 here.
Yeah, in Phoenix?
Yes.
Any thoughts on that being 4 years ago and how long that may have been for you?
It just seems hard to believe that it's over. And yeah, 4 years ago, I can still remember it vividly. And what about your first concert?
March of '81, Moving Pictures in Chicago.
November '81, Dallas, Moving Pictures.
This is your name, so I pronounce it correctly. Ashu.
Yeah.
Ashu. And BF.
To BF.
And Kenny. Geddy. Are you guys avid Rush fans?
Absolutely. That's an understatement.
When was your first show?
Well,
how young were you then?
Yeah, it must have been 15, and that was the Signals.
Signals tour.
Signals tour, 1982 in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Green Bay. I grew up in Chicago, so mine was Chicago Amphitheater in Chicago.
I went to I've been there before to see him too, obviously. You know, you go as many places as you can.
Madison Square Garden, Signals.
Oh, cool.
1982.
I got about 10 years on me. 92 or 93 was Gund Arena, Cleveland, and it was the Roll the Bones tour.
Let's put this.
I've been there.
Yeah.
To Chad.
Yep.
Chad, when was your last show?
R40. I saw 23 in a row. Golf tournament with Alex Lifeson, and then I got Neil Peart sticks at one of the shows. He passed them down to me. This is the trifecta. Now I got all three.
So with an avid touring guy.
Yeah.
What's that like? There's no more shows in the last 4 years.
This is why the line's so long. Like, we're all thirsty for it, man. You know how that is.
And that's hard for me too. Just dealing with that gap.
It's weird. Like I'm itching, you know. I need to do it. Just seeing the jerseys and the shirts and everything was great.
Good luck to you.
Hey, you too.
Much.
Yeah.
See ya. Thank you. Nice. Wait for it. So to John.
You got it.
It's a kid. To kid. Any special meaning behind that?
It's my nickname. It's my nickname.
Cool. Very cool. Hey, when was your last show?
What was our last show?
We
went to a lot of shows together.
I went to the last show in LA.
Did you?
So flew out from here. Went to the last show. Were you there?
Unbelievable, huh? It was Phoenix. Last one I went to was Phoenix.
Of course.
People crying.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
I don't know.
I was tearing up.
Yeah.
I was definitely tearing up.
In 5, 4.
House lights go.
2, 1, and roll.
When I started in this band, I was a kid. Everything about being a kid is hard, and the band is the thing that saves you from that.
It wasn't until we had the conversations that we had that I started to think about the end and wringing the towel dry.
This is, to me, a fantastic thing we've done.
If they knew it was the last night, if they knew this is it, never to play live again, you'd be people sobbing in the aisles.
Gene,
good seeing you, man.
Before all three of you head out, could I ask you to show me your autographs?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Appreciate that.
Hold on, let me get my lovely post-it note.
They just let the last 5 o'clockers in.
Is that right? Okay.
To Brian. Todd.
Todd's freaking out.
And to Gene. Thank you. Hey, would anybody want to offer up when was the last show?
Take care.
We saw the last show here.
Second to last show that they played. We actually saw.
Yeah, the Phoenix show. Yeah, we were all there.
Yeah, we were all there.
Any thoughts on your first show when you could have been in high school, or if it was back that far?
Oh my God! That first show.
You got to see them both way before me.
Signals for me. Life changing. Yeah, life changing.
Hemispheres for me. Hemispheres 78. 79, it might have been 79. April
Wow.
79, Rochester, New York. Yeah.
And for me, it was 81 moving pictures. So you have
I
me.
saw that too.
You have me beat by a good year and a half. That's awesome.
Hold Your Fire was my first tour, but I've seen every tour since, most of them twice. Yeah, so never missed a tour after that.
Or a
Man.
book signing.
Or a book signing.
Any thoughts on it being 4 years since the last show? How do you deal with that? Does that ever come to the surface?
Oh yeah.
Still listen to a lot of old Rush.
Just missing them from 4 years ago.
It doesn't seem like it's been that long. God, it seems like it was yesterday. The show.
It does seem
It's
pretty
like,
recent.
like now it's the longer it goes, the worse I feel that you might not ever see anything again.
It was nice walking up here today, and as you were passing the line, you were seeing like all the Rush people. You know what I mean? Like it's
Totally,
a
yeah.
specific
Same
group
vibe
of
is
people,
still
man.
here.
Oh, yeah.
And as you were walking up, everybody had that like excited vibe. Like, oh man, we haven't seen these guys in 4 years. We're about to see one of them up close, even if it's for a second.
Well, just being in his presence that close, like, yeah, that's almost better than all the concerts because it's just like wow, that's his hand, that's the hands that play that bass, right there.
You know, and we're musicians in town, and we passed 2 or 3 musicians from other big bands in town that are all went. This is the reason I play bass.
Totally.
3 guys.
And you become all kids all of a sudden.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
We watched a guy walk out. He looked like the happiest man I've ever seen. He had
true.
the book
It's
open,
true.
and he just...
He looked like a Satanist too.
Yeah.
It was like
he had an expression of pure
joy
on his face. That's what this band does.
That's what this band does.
That's what this band is. That's exactly.
Thanks for sharing that.
He was so gracious too. I mean, one thing that he said to me was, "It's nice to meet you," and I thought that's so cool. Like, such a a brief encounter. Just, "Hi, Geddy, how you doing? Thanks for everything." He said, "You're welcome. Nice to meet you." How courteous, how gracious. Didn't have to be like that.
Oh, that's nice.
Really
man.
cool.
And it kind of reinforces and gives you a little bit of something to take with you.
Oh yeah, for
during
sure.
this gap, or whenever the next thing may come out.
Yeah. Like Todd says, Geddy Lee taught me how to play bass. I spent hours and hours and hours as a teenager picking out all those songs on bass. And,
Thanks for the story time.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate it. It's very nice to
Good
see
seeing
you
you,
after
man.
all these years.
Yeah, for sure. You take care of yourself. Stay in touch.
Thank you very much.
I'll find you somehow.
Thank you.
All right. Peace.
Appreciate that. John and Michelle.
Right.
Thank you for that. When was your last show?
Oh, geez, we missed the last tour, so it was the tour before that.
Clockwork Angels in 2013.
Yes.
Yeah. But I saw him on 2112.
Did you? That goes that far back? When? Can you?
Would have been 1975, 1976.
Where
I grew
were
up
you
in
growing up that
I grew up
time?
in Niagara Falls. So
slowly we turn.
So they played.
Sorry, the Three Stooges
Right.
reference.
So they played all around the Lake Ontario. So we would go across the border, go check them out in all the small towns. Saw them outdoors in Hamilton before they put out Hemispheres, but they had recorded some of the songs, so they were playing them and they were still working through.
Wow.
It was really cool.
I get excited just listening.
It was fun stuff. Yeah, it was fun stuff.
So high school years?
High school
16,
years. Yep,
17,
that's exactly
15-ish?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, me
They
too.
went to college for creative writing because of the lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
I'm an accountant now, but
Most people say I became a musician because
And
but
there's been so many folks here that said that. I started playing bass
Playing bass,
because
right,
of,
music.
or
But
I
you
started
don't
writing
hear-
because
yeah.
of,
Yeah.
or I started playing guitar because of that.
And you fell in love with the lyrics, really
I'm the
first.
first kid in my family to ever go to college. We're from a factory town. No one ever went to school there. I mean, you literally were slotted to go to the factory right out of high school.
I hear that. Work full time.
Yeah, yeah. So I was inspired in large part by what these guys were doing, and said, there's got to be something more.
Right on.
So
that's an awesome story.
Yeah, and my creative writing degree didn't really pan out, but the
no,
accounting,
but it's up here
but
and
the
here.
accounting's
You
going
wrote me
pretty
lots
good.
of love letters.
I did.
I appreciated
That's
the
right. I did
love
give her
letters.
lots of love letters.
Thanks for that cool story, man.
All right, man.
Good luck to y'all.
Take care. Bye now.
It's such an honor.
Hi, Tom.
That's awesome.
Yes. When was your last show?
I saw him when they were here. It was the third to last show of their tour, their final tour.
On the R40.
Yeah. So, man, it's just it's a sad thing that we're not going to see him that much, but hopefully we'll see him do some other stuff.
I hope so.
I hope so too. I'd like to see him collaborate. Maybe play some shows every once in a while. Get the boys together and do something. But
that would be nice.
I'm excited. I'm just excited that I got to meet him finally. I've been 5 feet from him before in one concert in 1987.
Hold Your Fire tour?
It was the Hold Your Fire tour in Omaha. Yeah, we drove from Cedar Falls, Iowa to see him.
And you were that? Can you recall what had happened?
Well, it was when they let the general mission people come in. And you sweep in there. When they open the doors, they don't do that anymore. And
of course
standing all day is so exhausting. I got up there and got an arm around over the ledge and basically saw the first 4 songs, I think, and I was so exhausted I had to move back. But I got to see them. Alex open up with the big money. And
exciting.
Yeah, it was
Very
exciting.
So thanks
it was
for
great.
that story, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you.
Man.
Still taking pictures?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Would it be okay if you showed me the autograph?
Yes.
Absolutely. Are you kidding? Where did it go?
Right
Here it is, right there.
To Leanna.
That's right.
When was the first show for either of you? How
Oh my
young
God.
were you?
Well, I'm already old, so it was about 10 years ago. I saw him at Aachen. Well, I don't know what it was called then, but Aachen.
Cricket.
Whatever
Cricket
it was
Pavilion.
called. I was
Cricket
blown
Pavilion
away.
back then.
I was blown away. Just the guitar work and the just totally complicated drums and just I was blown away by that. It's like
So
no
just
other
10
band.
years ago, and she's an instant fan.
Well, I always liked their music,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But it's like
I love them
it's
since
like the Foo
2112.
Fighters, with the Foo Fighters. Like
The
I always
voice.
loved their music, but
Yeah.
once you saw them in person,
Totally original.
wow.
Yes.
And then it was the same thing with Rush. Like always loved their music, but once I saw them in person, impressed.
In order to Veronica. Veronica, when was the last show that you saw?
Last show was quite a while ago. First show was not until 1997.
So that would have been Test for Echo.
Okay, yes, that's right.
96, 97.
I wanted to go years earlier when I was 14. It was a school night and my parents wouldn't let me.
I totally can relate to that. Yeah, absolutely.
How's it going?
Pretty good. Could you show me the autograph?
Sure, absolutely.
I appreciate that.
Oh, no problem. This is awesome.
IJ.
Yep.
Were you able to get any words out?
Yeah, I actually told him big fan and that I've been a fan for 35 years.
Thank you for that.
And that
35 years. First show.
Oh,
When was that?
my first show was Grace Under Pressure, Madison Square Garden in New York.
83, 84.
Yep, that was my first show. I was in high school, and a friend of mine turned me on to them, and I was like, I've been lost since. Absolutely lost
How
since.
about your last show?
This one, the Moving Pictures, when they redid the whole album. Here.
The Time Machine tour
Yes.
in 2010.
Yes. That was my last
The
shot.
whole album.
Yes.
What a
And
great night that was.
it was incredible.
Any thoughts on that overall? I mean, how much you miss them, obviously.
Oh
There's-
my
there's
God.
a
I've
big-
seen them close to 20 times. Every time was just incredible. And I really do miss I miss having them as a live band because they were always just an incredible live show. They didn't need the dancing. They didn't need all the other crud you see these days. They are a great live band and they will be sorely missed.